Good evening and pranams to one and all. Heartiest welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day, week 27, day 185. The quality of the week being intuition. I'm sure we would be trying to practice the activities shared with us for this week. We start with reminding ourselves to share the link of masterclasses, if not done, with our near and dear ones today. Also, to share the link of being heartful every day with our friends and families for them to deepen and regularize their heartfulness practice. Let us move into the session today, and we will start with reading a new article today. The article is from our Heartfulness magazine, dated 1st May 2016, by our beloved Daji. The Evolution of Consciousness, Part 2. Let us begin. Last month, in Part 1, Daji described the three main bodies that together form the base of life forms on Earth. In this second article of the series, he explores one of these in depth, the subtle body and how it evolves. The science of spirituality. Which body evolves? Understanding that we have these three bodies: physical, subtle, and causal. We can then ask, which of these bodies is evolving? The soul is immutable. It is pure, absolute, and unchangeable. And so, the causal body does not evolve. The physical body cannot change much. Its structure is fixed, although some minor changes can occur in weight, posture, fitness, etc. But we cannot grow extra arms, wings to fly, or a tail in the lifetime. It is the subtle body that can evolve so that we can design our destiny. It changes according to how we purify and simplify it, so that the joy of the soul shines and radiates from within. And through this process, we find the evolution of consciousness. The subtle body. The subtle body is a vibrational field, the heart-mind field. Depending on how we manage this field, it can either be turbulent and complex, like a roaring ocean during a storm, or at the other extreme, it can be like a still pond, where even a feather landing on the surface creates ripples. This is where a spiritual practice has a vital role to play, as it gives us the techniques to regulate, purify, and simplify this field, bringing clarity, stillness, and peace. In yogic philosophy, the heart is known as the field of the mind. This is a vast topic. Let's start to explore what this means. There are four main functions of the subtle body. With this, within this vibrational field, chit, thinking and feeling, manas, intellect, buddhi, and ego, ahankar. They work in an interactive way together to make up what we know as the mind. Of these four, consciousness is our focus here. The other three have their existence in consciousness. Consciousness is as good as a canvas to a painter, and within consciousness, the play of the other three bodies is orchestrated daily. How do we actively allow our consciousness to expand and evolve? It is not enough just to wish it so. We need to understand how a spiritual practice contributes towards this evolution by creating the conditions for stilling the mind progressively at deeper and deeper levels and opening up the inner universe. At a physical level, when I want to strengthen my body muscles, I have to exercise my body. Similarly, for the mind to evolve so that consciousness can expand, I must use what belongs to that subtle plane of existence. First, it is important to understand that the evolution of consciousness has nothing to do with the acquisition of knowledge. Second, consciousness in itself will not expand or evolve without the help of buddhi, manas, and ahankar to free it. Intellect has to evolve to help expand consciousness, and ego must evolve, contributing to the evolution of consciousness. Meditation. What does meditation have to do with this? We meditate to regulate our minds. An unregulated mind is pulled by wishes and desires, fears and habits in many different directions. The mind becomes weak as it scatters in many different channels. In contrast, a regulated mind brings focus and promotes well being. Unless and until we meditate properly, and unless and until we regulate our minds properly, our consciousness will not evolve. Manas, Buddhi, and Ahankar are all refined and developed through meditation, especially Manas, as we learn to simplify our thinking process from many channels to one channel, then deepen it to feeling. Thus, the habit of feeling is slowly cultivated from thinking. We take a pause here and we will continue on how we can further develop the meditative state tomorrow. Let us all prepare ourselves for the universal prayer. Let us gently close our eyes. Take a deep breath within and breathe out. Again, take a deep breath within and breathe out. Again, while we breathe in, let us feel completely relaxed. And while we breathe out, let us let go of anything that is troubling us or bothering us. Now let us feel connected to the innermost core of our being and feel connected to each and every one in this universe. From this space, let us all pray
that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. आइए हम सब मिलकर यह प्रार्थना करें कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। Very slowly and very gently, come back to the present state. When you feel comfortable and ready, you may gently open your eyes. Before closing the session today, we would like to remind all of us to note down in our diary any reflection for the day that we might want to, and also to retire to bed with our bedtime prayer. Thank you, one and all, for joining us today. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. आप सभी का हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कल सुबह प्रातः 6 बजे फिर मुलाकात होगी।